things are finally looking up for Sheffield Wednesday.
Right-footed, it's saved, Leeds are out. Sheffield Wednesday, with a team of teenagers, have knocked out their Premier League Yorkshire rivals. They've represented this club, this city, with pride, and amidst the backdrop of a boycott.
Our job's obviously to go out and perform on the pitch, but it is hard when it's coming closer and closer to payday.
Black and gold until it's sold is the motto around these parts, and now more people are coming on. It is a peaceful protest, but it is just a sign that these fans now have had enough.
The organisational structure at Sheffield Wednesday was non-existent. He did run Sheffield Wednesday like a dictatorship.
This is a proper football club with proper supporters who are making a point.
Some breaking news: Sheffield Wednesday have just filed for administration.
The 12-point deduction inevitably means they're going to end up in League One. I think they were heading that way anyway.
A magnificent club, I have to tell you. The support and the fan base and the loyalty of the supporters there is incredible.
We want a plan, first and foremost. He didn't have one. We want someone that's got a plan.
But the only way forward is to get a new owner, and I think this is the first step on the road to that, and hopefully, for one of England's grand old clubs, the first step on the road to recovery.
Yeah, under normal circumstances, you think going into administration and a 12-point deduction would be bad news, but that's not the way that Sheffield Wednesday fans are necessarily seeing it. Their former owner is gone, and consequently more than 27,000 of them rolled up at the weekend to see Wednesday play Oxford, many of whom, of course, have been boycotting previous games. The fans who'd previously refrained from spending any money in the club outlets, well, they made up for lost time as well. They spent £500,000 in the club shop since Friday. Absolutely brilliant. No one better to talk about this than the man we usually turn to when we're talking to Sheffield Wednesday. It's their captain, Barry Bannan. Barry, morning.
Morning, Barry.
Morning, Jeff. Morning, Ali.
Well, yeah, we're really well, and it's nice to talk to you when there's some positivity, which I know sounds daft after you've gone into administration and got that 12-point deduction, but can you explain the difference in feeling around the club today from this time last week?
Yeah, well, as you say, positivity being the key word, Jeff. I think on Saturday the turnout from the fans spoke volumes. It's their livelihoods at the minute that was getting affected, and you could see it was on Saturday. It was a huge sigh of relief. They came out in their numbers and they made it an amazing day. Obviously, we didn't get the result, but the actual feel-good factor was back around the stadium again in the city.
Barry, tell me, I think, and we've been speaking about it quite a lot, we actually think yourself and the boys and indeed the fans have handled the whole thing incredibly classy and really, really well, mate. But the fact of the matter is, you're right, it's amazing to talk about positivity now that the club's going into administration. But the fact of the matter is, with your 12-point deduction, you're now on, I think it's -6 points. How's the mental approach now for the boys going forward?
It's not really changed, to be honest, because as soon as the season started, we knew we had a tough task ahead of us. So it was all about staying in the league. Obviously, we've not had a great start as well and with results, so it's been hard anyway. This makes it obviously a lot harder, but it gives you a bit of freedom now as well to just go out and try and enjoy your football, because everybody's written us off and probably put us in League One already. So anything we do above that is a bonus for us, really. So we've got no pressure on us as a club. We've just got to go out and play with a bit of freedom and try and enjoy it.
I guess one of the difficulties, Barry, is that a lot of the damage has been done in that you've lost so many players. I mean, the likes of Josh Windass, Michael Smith, so on and so forth. And I don't know if you know, I've got no idea, but if the club is sold, whether those transfer embargoes will still stand or whether you'll be able to bring in any new blood.
Yeah, I think from what the administrators said, maybe in January, where we'll be allowed to bring in loans and free transfers. But at the minute, because there's still embargoes over the club, it probably won't be allowed to sign players for fees. That might change, it might not. But I just think going into January, if we still had the previous chairman, then we wouldn't be allowed to sign players either way, whether it was on a free or on loans or whatever. So it is a bit that's better for us, really, that in January we can maybe get some help on board to try and help us.
Barry, tell me, mate, having been through that kind of circumstance myself, Did you have any dealings yourself personally as being a skipper with Administrator Chris Wigfield? And if you did, how was it?
I spoke to him obviously on Friday, and he had a big meeting in front of all the boys and the staff at the training ground, and then I'm aware he went down to the stadium and had a meeting with them as well. He was brilliant, really. We had a lot of clarity of what's going to happen going forward, which we've not had as a club for a while. So he was brilliant. He's gave his number, so if anybody wants to ask questions, they can contact him. So he came across really well, and it feels we're in the right hands to find the right buyer, because he's a Sheffield Wednesday fan for 40 odd years as well, all the guys. So hopefully he'll find us the right buyer and the person that wants to help the club going forward.
Yeah. I saw the look of astonishment on his face. He was asked in a television interview if he was confident the club would be sold. And he just look around, but it's great that already he's saying 4 or 5 serious bids, Barry. So, I mean, I think the big thing is that the future of the club is almost secured.
Yeah, of course. The future being, it needs to go to the right person. You can have all the money in the world, but as we've seen the previous owner, we never had a structure from bottom to top, and that kind of made us suffer a little bit. So it needs to be the right person that knows what they're doing, and it's going to sort the club out from top to bottom, really, with the right structure. Because, as you know, football clubs are run from the background, and that's how the successful clubs do it. So we need somebody that's going to come in and do that.
You're a modest lad, I know that, Barry, but I just want to read you a text out from Ben, who says, Barry Bannan, our greatest player ever, a true owl. Thanks for sticking by us, Baz, and leading by example. Absolute legend. So there, I mean, I think in his view, Ben's view, he speaks for a lot of people, Barry. Thank you so much, mate.
Thanks, Barry. All the best, pal.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant.
Great.
Yeah.
Magic.
You know.
I just wanted to thoroughly depress him and ask him about the Celtic situation, but we ran out of time here.
Yeah.
He got away with it there, wee Barry. He got away with it.
Look, I know it's an impossible task for them. And, you know, they're on -6 points.
But isn't it incredible what we're just saying? The relief and the positivity that they can now look forward, right? Because they didn't see beforehand, Jeff, there was no light at the end of that tunnel for them.
None.
And now there is.
Yeah.
It might be a long way away, but there's light there.
They'll be, forgive me, they will be playing League One football next year. I say that because last season, 49 points kept Hull up. That would mean that this Sheffield Wednesday side would need to get 55 points from their remaining 34 games. It ain't going to happen.
Correct.
Not with the squad they've got right now, and the fact that they can't pay fees to bring anybody in.
Yeah.
So they'll be playing League One football next season. But for Wednesday fans, all they care about is that their club will be playing football next season. That's the only thing that matters.
Absolutely.
They've been in League One before. They got out of it before, and I've got no real doubts that that'll happen again. Yeah. So it's fantastic for Sheffield Wednesday fans. And loads of response to Barry Bannon. Alex is another one. As a Wednesday fan, can you thank Barry for sticking with us and tell him we need to get sorting his statue? Brilliant.
Well, it won't be a big one, to be fair. It'll be cheaper than most, won't it? Sorry about that, Barry.
Yeah. I think Barry's about the same height as me. Yeah. All I say is if only I was...
That backs up my statement, really, doesn't it?
If only I was the same weight as Barry, I'd be happy, boy. Anyway.